brand new plan, essentially their version of their own network. So plans start at $7.99 a month, and what you get with this is a Watch AEW Fast channel that apparently is 24/7 AEW. I don't know if it's matches, I don't know if it's full episodes, but it's a separate channel that shows AEW 24/7. You get access to AEW podcasts, you get access to Dynamite and Collision when they are live, you get access to Ring of Honor Club TV when it's live, and Ring of Honor pay-per-views live if during that month. I don't know what that means. I guess if it's during a month, it has to be under the month that you paid for it. You also get AEW TV Archive. This, of course, is not available in select locations, and pay-per-view events are not included in this tier of MyAEW. The next one up is $19.99 a month, which is monthly plus the pay-per-view. So you get the Watch AEW Fast channel, AEW podcasts, and one AEW pay-per-view during the current month. AEW Dynamite and Collision, Ring of Honor Honor Club TV, all three of those are live, and then a Ring of Honor pay-per-view, of course, if during that month. AEW TV Archive and select pay-per-view archives. Included in the subscription, remains available in the library for 90 days. So you can buy monthly plus the pay-per-view for $20 a month. Then, the annual subscription, the yearly subscription, for $119.99 annually for 365 days. You get the Fast channel, the podcast. You get all of 2026 AEW pay-per-views. You get Dynamite and Collision live, Ring of Honor Honor Club TV live, Ring of Honor pay-per-views live if during that month, AEW TV archives, and still select pay-per-view archives. This is, again, included in the subscription and remains available in the library for 90 days, that being the pay-per-views. So, again, the options are, you can weigh it however you want to. I did do the math because, I just love doing that kind of math, as my wife would tell you. It would actually come out to save a good chunk of money if you look at it with just AEW paying for HBO Max, which if you bundle with Disney Plus, which I do, you'll get, that's for $36 a month. 36 times 12 is $432 a year, and then you have to take into account pay-per-views. It's not $40 every month. So we'll say 40 times 9 is in addition to that $432. That's another $360 plus the $432. That's $782 a year for AEW. That's pay-per-views and watching the Dynamite and Collision on HBO Max. That, of course, is bundled with Disney, so if you don't use Disney, you're probably not gonna get this one. But just you could do HBO Max yearly plan would be $185 one time, and then you would add on for the pay-per-views, you get it at $40. It would be the $185 plus the $360. That would come out to $545 for the year. So however you slice it, of course, you can do just the HBO Max plan by itself, which no ads comes out to, I think, about 22. So 22 times 12, and then add in the 360, you would get $264 plus $360. $624 a year. So this is the best option to do the yearly plan of MyAEW. Now, if you're internationally, you can just sign up for this. If you're over here in the States, you have to have a VPN, which, of course, as always, that's why I brought it up in the beginning. You could use Surfshark VPN, and boom, you have Surfshark VPN, you have MyAEW. You're good. You're golden. So then, with Surfshark VPN, you're now able to watch all of WWE products with Netflix, and then all of AEW product with, and Ring of Honor included, with the MyAEW. So that is a world of saving money and bundling everything together in the way that works for you. Now, can you watch and use the VPN on a TV or casting from your phone? No, you would have to look into something and find a device that supports a VPN, such as Apple TV, which I am doing my research on and potentially going to get one and give it a try and do a setup and figure out if it actually works as smooth as what it looks like it could work like. So that is a brief rundown of MyAEW, and I'm gonna clip this and then make it its own video, honestly, because this is really prolonged to the preview here. But again, MyAEW, similar to WWE Network, only they gave you 3 different tiers. And this is kind of opposite of WWE Network, because with that, you got the archive and you got the pay-per-views. With this, you get the live TV, and of course, you have to still pay extra for the pay-per-views, but that's what WWE went in the direction of getting away from pay-per-views and just premium live events. So, however you want to slice it, however you want to look at it, it's worth it. If you want it to be worth it, and if you understand how it is worth it, it's worth it. Yeah, it sucks that Surfshark VPN is not available on a Roku or an Amazon Fire Stick, but I mean, Apple TV is essentially the same thing. It's essentially way better because it's the Apple interface, it's the Apple ecosystem and everything like that. So, again, 3 apps, and at the click of a button, you're good, you're golden, you can watch everything that I just mentioned. So it's definitely going to slice out how you want it to slice out, but let me know down below if you're going to switch to this method of the MyAEW, use that Surfshark VPN and get an Apple TV so that you can watch everything under one umbrella with both MyAEW and then with Netflix with WWE. And I did find out and did do some research with Peacock still having the rights to Saturday night's main event. In certain areas, Saturday night's main event will be streaming on Netflix for outside the US or anyone that doesn't have that exclusively on Peacock. I also found out that there are still some areas in the world that do have the WWE Network, and there are still some that do have the ability to watch on YouTube. So that is very interesting to see that there's still some areas out there that are not having it on Netflix. And then who knows where AEW is going to go in the future, if they're going to keep this model or what they'll end up doing. But this is the kind of the in-depth breakdown of MyAEW.com after it's been live for a couple of weeks now. But I'm just now starting to do some research, and we'll see how it goes when I go through the setup process and all of that good stuff. So thank you for watching, viewing, and subscribing. This was also the AEW Dynamite preview for Wednesday, March 25th, 2026. I'm Nick Wietosh of Sleeper Sports Media. Thank you again, and we will see you next time. Here we go.